All right. Good morning. I'm in a different spot. And you're looking down on me from above. All right. Happy Saturday. And so my thought today was that we could have a short and sweet Saturday. And since yesterday we thought about our edge and we met our edge, we're going to think a little more about ease today since it's Saturday. And so we're going to have maybe a little bit shorter times. And I'm just going to encourage you to, when and if you do meet your edge today, to again stay with yourself and see if you can find the ease and what that means for you. And that might mean something very different for you than it means for me. So what does that mean for you when you sit with yourself doing a pose, and you maybe find some resistance? How can you find ease for yourself? All right. Okay. So we're just going to settle like we always do. Seated is where we're going to start, and just enough room so you can inhale your hands up through your space. We're going to be inhaling up and through our space nice and gently, and then exhaling down. All right. So that's going to be the movement just to start us out, to ground us, to bring us to center. Before you start moving, just find the sits bones on the ground, stacking those vertebrae one on top of the other, lengthening through the spine. And just letting your head float on top, and a slight tuck of your chin to extend through the back of that neck. And before you start moving your arms at all, just connect to that natural breath coming in through your nose and out through your nose if you can, right? Closing the eyes down if that feels good. You can find that third eye focus. We're going to inhale, sweep those hands up and through your field. At the top, you're going to flip those palms back and press back down through your field as you exhale. Beautiful. Inhaling. And exhaling. Feeling the length of that central column as you bring those hands top, calling your energy right back to that center line. Exhaling, press any heaviness, any density, just press it all back down to the earth. Again, inhale your energy right back into yourself. Exhale, release all that doesn't serve, and we'll do one more time through your field. Connect to your hands, moving through space. Feel through your field. And then just exhale, release it all. Beautiful. And then just come to a moment of stillness. You can place both hands down on your knees, grounding down. Lifting your chest, proud, dropping those shoulders down. Relaxing the jaw. Breathe into that center line, finding that center point of view. And being with ease today, meeting yourself where you are, and bringing that sense of trust, bringing that sense of surrender into the effort. All right, we're going to do some cat-cows and a little bit of hip circles today, and then we're going to do our kriya. I have to tell you, I dreamed last night that my dreams are always so funny because they're so obvious. I dreamed we were doing our practice and I forgot the whole kriya, like to do it. We just got on and did the warm up and then I forgot the kriya. And I felt really bad. Okay, so we're going to come into cat-cows. You're gonna put those hands underneath your shoulders. Hips are stacked over your knees. All right, and remember, we're looking for a little bit more ease today, okay? So not that we're leaving ourselves if something gets hard, but how can we relax into it a little bit more? Okay, how can we breathe into it a little bit more? How can we find some movement that feels good? All right, so we're gonna start moving here. You're gonna inhale into cow. You're gonna exhale into cat, drawing that belly button back towards your spine, all right? Feel good here. Just start to move, start to connect to that body. You took away all of the rules about how this is supposed to look. If you took away any of the parameters around what should be happening here, and you just felt into it, and you just experienced it, how is that different? To know that you're doing it exactly right, how is that different? To know that you don't have to push any harder, to know that you're doing everything right on time. Drawing that energy up through the spine, through the channel. With a sense of ease in your effort. We're going to go for about 20 more seconds here. Stay connected to the rhythm, stay connected to your movement, stay connected to your body and your breath. Got 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to take an inhale, hold. Draw up from the pelvic floor, pull back at your belly button, squeeze that energy up your spine. Exhale when you need to. Beautiful job. All right. So you might want to take your hands a little bit forward. We're going to do some hip circles. All right. And what I want you to find here is your range of motion and what feels good. All right. So what I'm kind of doing is I'm leaning into each side. And I'm coming around the back and getting a good stretch through my arms, through my lats. I send my hips back and around. All right, and then you can just let your breath regulate with that. If it feels good, you can inhale around the front. You can exhale around the back. Be with this movement of the hips. Feel in to your body moving. Feel into the contact of your body with the floor. Beautiful work. We'll go for about 15 more seconds here. Letting yourself just really move through this without force, without push. All right, and we're just going to come to our rock pose for just a moment here. So back on your heels, sitting up nice and tall. Let those shoulders relax. Let that jaw relax. Take a few full, complete breaths here, drawing that attention to that third eye point. Relaxing the jaw. Beautiful. All right, we're going to get into our kriya for today. And like I said, since it's Saturday and, when I did my 40-day kriya, there were a few days where I had to give myself a break in terms of like maybe it's a little bit shorter. Maybe I don't have to, it's learning that we can bring what we have and it's enough. And we can still do it, right? And so that's part of the practice, it's part of the lesson that sometimes we need a little bit more ease, and giving us that to ourselves. That's what we're trying to learn to do is how to do that as well. Okay, so it's all the things, learning how to care for ourselves. All right, so you know the drill. We're going to take those hands, we're going to lace them, thumbs are connected. All right, you're going to place that mudra right in your lap. And again, it's kind of this mirror image of that pelvic bowl, this very grounded, stable foundation. All right, and then that's the energetic feeling of this exercise. You're drawing that energy up from the pelvic floor. That belly button's pulling back strong. You're so strong here, okay? It creates that feeling that I can open and be strong and safe up top, all right? God and me and God are one, or divine light source. We're going to go for about a minute and a half, okay? Third eye focus, that energy is rising up from the strong base. All right, I'm going to let you go into it. Find your ease as you work. Okay, here we go. God and me and God are one. 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 Take a final inhale, hold at the top. Exhale, release it all out at the bottom. Hold that exhale out for just a moment and draw up from the pelvic floor. Pull back at the belly button. Feel that energy rise up the spine. Inhale when you need to. Beautiful job. All right, we're going to connect the pointer finger and thumb. Gyan Mudra. Take those hands and place them on your knees, all right? You're going to really draw up through the spine. Alignment, right? That connection to that spine and that the straightness of the spine shifts your state, right? Shifts your whole mood by just aligning the spine. All right, so we're aligned here. You're going to inhale, take this nice big inhale, let that ribcage expand. Exhale, see if you can keep that lifted, expanded feeling in the ribs. At the bottom, hold the breath out. And this is when you're going to pump the belly button back. You're going to leave that breath out and then just draw the belly button back. All right, I'm going to go for about a minute and a half. Stay with the effort, but then when your mind starts to get a little panicky, right, or whatever happens for you, starts to leave you, see if you can stay with yourself and just breathe some calm and ease, okay? Maybe you can back off a little. What do you need, right? It's this exploration. What do I need to find the ease again? All right, closing the eyes down if that's for you. We're driving that energy up and into this heart space with that pump at your belly. All right, here we go. Inhale fully. Nice lifted rib cage. You're exhaling completely. You're going to leave that exhale out at the bottom. And then you're going to start pumping that navel just as many times as you can. And when you need to take a breath again, you're going to inhale. Stay with yourself during the work. Don't leave yourself, but try to find that ease in your effort. Take one final inhale. We're going to hold at the top. Exhale, release. You need to roll shoulders back. Do whatever you need to here. Beautiful job. All right. Short, sweet Saturday. Okay. Everything's going to be short and sweet today. This is going to be the flavor of today. Well, maybe not short. It will just be easeful and lovely and beautiful. All right. And sweet. Okay, so we're going to take that left hand. You're going to place it behind the back. Okay. Opening up through the left side of the chest. Okay. That left hand intentionally is reaching toward the right shoulder blade. Don't hurt the shoulder. Nice and easy, okay? Sit up nice and tall. Right hand is in Gyan Mudra. This is our complete inhale, complete exhale. Hold out at the bottom. At the bottom, find the base of that spine. Find your belly button. You're going to pull those back because this is the idea that I'm squeezing that energy up and into the heart space. I'm open. There's so much room here now, okay? Drawing the energy up with that third eye focus. All right. Staying with yourself. Here we go. Being with yourself. Finding the ease, that higher self perspective is always easeful and full of trust because that higher self knows you're always safe, you're always connected, you're always protected. Bring that knowing self on board with you here as you work. Beautiful job. Take one final inhale. You're going to hold at the top. And exhale, release. You relax that shoulder down. Give it a little love. All right. Our final little meditation here. We're going to start in Gyan Mudra, and then about a couple couple moments and I'm going to have you bring your left hand to your heart. Okay, so that's the only change we're going to do today. So we're going to close the eyes down. Find the length of that spine. Find that central column. Find your alignment. Physically aligned symbolizes your soul's alignment, your life's alignment. Start in the body. Align the spine. And it's a felt sense, so don't worry about what it looks like. Just feel into your alignment. Okay, we're gonna not change nothing other than bringing your left hand to your heart space. Gently. And our next few breaths, you're gonna inhale for 4. You're gonna exhale for 6. And I want you to gently place your attention at the movement, the subtle movement of your heart underneath your hand. So we're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay with it a few more moments. Tune into that space under your hand. Beautiful. Just release that left hand down into Gyan Mudra. We'll take a few moments here, listening inward. Beautiful. All right, let's tune out and have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. So bringing those hands into prayer pose right in front of the chest, finding that center line, lifting. And on our next inhale, we'll tune out with our long Sat Nam. Truth is my name, truth is my identity. Here we go. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, my friends. Happy Saturday. So proud of you. Day 6. Yeah, we're doing it. All right. Let me know if you need anything. Talk to you soon.